guys. Today I wanted to talk with you guys about what you can do if someone broke your heart. A lot of people out there that lost someone dear to them, be it the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the husband, the wife, and you guys don't know what to do, and you're feeling in pain and lost, and you feel like nobody can understand you. But what can you actually do against the pain and the misery you are feeling from losing someone? And there are actually like a couple of things you can do to make yourself feel better, and I wanted to talk about those things with you. You cannot change what happened. I know it's hard sometimes to let go of things, especially if those things are dear to you and you really care about, like, let's say, a certain someone. But you have to learn to accept that it's over with the person. No matter who you lost, was it your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, you need to accept that the person is no longer here to move on. Because if you dwell on the past and you're still like stuck in your mind that you are with this certain individual, you will never be able to move on. And what's also like very, very important is like if friends come to see you or other people, of course, like you don't need to tell them immediately, hey, I broke up with my partner, I'm single now. It's not like you have to run around and tell everyone. But I would like really suggest don't say you're still with the person and have like the illusion, the fantasy that you're still with someone. I know it's like not easy sometimes to accept, especially if something is like very new and it was maybe like just some days ago or like yesterday or even the same day. But if you're too stuck on it, you don't give yourself the opportunity to move on. So you really need to learn to accept that it is over with that certain individual. So please just accept what happened. Otherwise you cannot get free and out of it. And keep yourself busy, because if you don't keep yourself busy and you just lock yourself up at home, you will just think about the person constantly and you will fall into misery and sadness, and you will become angry or you will start crying and you will feel bad. So it's very important that if you lost someone and you're feeling heartbroken, that you're distracting yourself a lot. Like try to go out more, like go jogging, work out, like hit the gym. It's actually very good. Or you meet with friends, or you watch like a cool movie that you like, you play video games. Like you can literally do anything. It can even be your job. Like focus on your work, like do a lot of work, do activities, because each time you're doing activities, your mind is somewhere else and you're thinking about what you're doing right now. For example, when you're like painting a picture or something like that, you're focused on the picture and you're trying to like imagine, oh, it should look like this and like that. Or when you work out, like you're actually putting your body under pressure because you're like working out, and that's also a distraction and it makes you think less about the person. Or if you're out with friends and you're walking around talking to them, you might actually bring up other topics, and that's a good distraction, and it gives yourself time to heal. You have to know the more you distract yourself and do activities, the more time passes, and the more time passes, the more time you give yourself to heal and feel less sad. So it's very good to be active, like do a lot of activities and don't just sit at home. So keep yourself busy, it will help you a lot. I'm speaking from experience. And what's also very important is look forward, don't look backwards. Don't dwell on the past. You can't change what happened yesterday, but hey, you can change what happens tomorrow. You can decide what you're going to do tomorrow. Even what you're going to do now, it's all your choice. And maybe you will find someone else, like someone great again, someone that you love and care about. You know, there's like this saying, there's a lot of fish in the sea. Like the ocean is big, trust me. There are like a lot of people and new things to discover. So don't just dwell on the past and feel bad. Look forward for tomorrow and do better. And also like sometimes when you lose someone and something bad happened, you know, maybe you had a boyfriend that was very abusive, that cheated on you or something like that, or maybe beat you. Or maybe, for example, you had a girlfriend and the girlfriend was very abusive, was like beating you up or something, and then like maybe cheated on you or did something terrible. Like learn from this, like learn from what kind of person you were with, you have been with. And also like look at yourself. For example, if you did something wrong, you can't change that you did it wrong. Like you can try to apologize, but sometimes you can't get back with the person. So it's like very, very important to learn from your mistakes and also to learn from the mistakes of others. I actually realized in my life that when other people do something wrong, even it's not my fault, I can still learn from that, because I can see certain behavior, certain characteristics that people have. And if I meet new people that have like same characteristics or behavior, for example, they talk behind your back, or they tend to always, for example, girls look at guys and make compliments about guys. Like you kind of realize like what kind of person you want, and you also learn from your mistakes. If you did something wrong and you lose your partner and you feel like so painful, this actually teaches you stuff as well, because you don't want to lose the next partner. So you're more conscious, and yeah, you will be more careful. Or even when you like pick a partner, you will be more careful. So yeah, look forward and don't look backwards. It's very important. Try to find new things. Like for example, meet new people, maybe find a new hobby, anything. For example, like let's say your hobby was to always play basketball, and by trying something out new, for example, you want to try skating, bicycling, or maybe playing volleyball or something like that, it's actually very good, because you also distract yourself and you find new things, and that gives you the feeling of moving forward. For example, if you meet like a special new person that you fall in love with, like I'm not saying you have to immediately date someone new once you like break up, like 1-2 days later have someone else. Like I'm not saying that. Of course, first you have to solve your own issues and the pain that you're having, but you should always look forward. And what you also can do, like you can visit new places, like maybe you go to a new city that you haven't seen yet, or you travel somewhere. That's also good. And it gives you the feeling of moving forward by adding new things in your life and finding new passions and hobbies and interests. And also by having, like, for example, new friends, you meet different kind of people. Like let's say you had a very bad partner, you have the chance to meet now a right person, like someone that's actually like really good and positive and that can stay in your life and that you can grow old with or stay young with. Like it's actually very, very good to put new things to your life. It makes you not think too much about the past. It gives you the feeling of moving forward because you add new things, and for you it feels like your road didn't stop here, but it keeps going and it continues. So it's like very, 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 very good. And the distraction itself helps a lot, and the new interest in new things, it's very, very good. So always try to find new things, even like maybe a new music genre, like a new song that you like or new type of songs. It's very good. And new friends. So always look forward and try to find new things, and that helps you move more towards the future, and that's what you need in your situation. Look forward, go to the future, not to the past, because you can't. Fill up that hole that you are having. Fill up that void that you are having in your heart of something that is missing now. If you followed my previous steps, I already mentioned that you should try to distract yourself by doing like a lot of activities, going out, meeting new people, trying to also like give yourself the chance to love someone again and meeting a special person. You can even like take a new hobby, like anything, and try to fill that hole that you are having. It's very, very important, because you don't want to fall in self-pity and sorrow and just dwell so much on the past. What you lost is lost, but what you can have and gain is what you can have and gain. So go for that. Try to fill up that hole that you are having in your heart with that. It can be anything, like I said, all those things from the previous steps. It's very, very important, and it also helps you to move on and see positivity again, because you can't be stuck on all that negativity that you have from the past. And you also realize, like, in your life you're having bad and good times, and always keep that in mind, especially when you are depressed. Like, there are always new things to discover, new people to meet. If you lose one day, the next day you win. You cannot always be a winner, you cannot always be a loser. So try to fill up that hole with all that positivity that you have met and that you discovered. And then you can fill up that hole and that emptiness and that sadness that you're having inside you. It's very, very important. And it also helps you to move forward and love again and be happy again. That's what's important. Also try to support others. You're not the only one suffering right now. There are like a lot of other people right now that are feeling the way that you are feeling, or at least similar. They are in pain, they are feeling heartbroken, lost and lonely and misunderstood. Like try to reach out to those people and connect with them. You know, like maybe even in your friend circle you have like a friend, and it doesn't even matter if it's the opposite gender. It's not about always just finding someone new, but having someone that's also like suffering like you. Maybe you have a friend that's feeling bad, and you can meet with that friend and you can do hobbies together, go out, travel together, go for a walk together, do sports together, like anything. And you can actually help and support each other. It's actually very, very good, and you're going out and distracting yourself, you're not lonely. And by helping others, you're giving yourself also a purpose and a chance to move forward. And there are like a lot of people that would be so happy to have you in their life to help them. And you can share each other's pain, and actually that's like very, very good, because you will actually ease each other's pain and support each other. So always try to help others and be supportive to them. And you know what's actually like very, very like real and good? If you make somebody else smile and they smile, they reflect the positivity and happiness towards you. Like imagine that feeling of making someone smile and happy. Like don't you feel happy then too? Like you made someone happy and smile. It's actually very, very good. And it also helps you with your sadness and suffering. So always try to support others. And let's all heal each other and heal each other's pain. And move all forward together and get stronger and learn from the past but not dwell on it. That's very important. Like learn from the past but don't dwell on it. Move forward and support others in need. Maybe you have gotten out of the pain already, or maybe from watching this video right now you start to feel a bit better, or you get some motivation to move on and do something about your situation. But also consider others and try to help them. There are a lot of people right now in need of your support.